Good evening, everyone. My name's Nick Dunn. I'm the director of Bede House. We're a community charity that's been in Bermondsey and Rotherhithe in South London since 1938. We want to tell you about one of our projects tonight called the Inside Outside Project. Now, I don't know about you, but one of the things I fear most is not being useful. Being useful in my job, in my family, in my community is what makes me feel good about myself, gives me purpose and hope for the future. Now, unfortunately, if you're born with a learning disability or advancing years make you frail and housebound, you can feel useless. You're less able to do things for yourself, you rely on others to do things for you, and you begin to feel that you're a burden on everyone. The problem is that there aren't many ways you can give back and be useful to others. This is where Bede's Inside Outside project comes in. We support volunteers who have a learning disability to do different jobs in an elderly person's home. The elderly householder is giving the volunteer their chance to learn new skills and to play their part in the community. In return, they get jobs done that they can't do themselves. Now, Carol is going to introduce some of our volunteers and tell you more about how it all works.
Hello everyone, I'm Carol Brady, I'm the manager of Bede, and behind me are Sarah, who's my coordinator for Inside Outside, Teo and Luke, and they're part of the regular crews that go into elderly people's homes in our area every week to help them do things that they can't do for themselves. I want to tell you about 3 people that do Inside Outside from Bede every week. First of those is Leslie. Leslie is an older man, he's in his 60s. And in many ways, Leslie struggles to be independent. He doesn't always wear his glasses, he doesn't always know what he's doing, and he asks people even though he sort of knows the answer. But when it's inside-outside time, Leslie comes into his own. He wears his glasses, he looks at the board and he tells the staff what they're doing half the time. And he's done so well over the last 11 years of committing his time to doing something in people's homes that now he's doing this on his own. He's going to a lady called Vera's house every week and they go shopping together with her trolley. She couldn't go shopping without him, so he's doing a real big job for her and he does that every week. The next person I'm going to talk to you about is a lady called Rachel. In some ways, Rachel really struggles to do some things that we do at Bede. She often refuses to do things, she often gets a little bit upset, she might spend a little bit too long in the toilets, she might not wear the right clothes for Pilates. But when it comes to inside, outside, Rachel gets it spot on. She knows how important it is, and she knows that if she doesn't turn up on time to do Mrs. So-and-so's garden, that it won't get done and they'll be really upset. So she has a real sense of responsibility. Rachel's not quite ready for a job right now, but she will be one day, I think, because of the skills that she's learning in Inside Outside. The last person I'm going to talk to you about is Joseph. Joseph really wanted a job in Asda. I don't know why, and we did try. We did try to get him in a job in Asda, and it didn't pay off because he didn't have the skills, he didn't have the experience. But we convinced him that through Inside Outside and doing the jobs that these guys are doing right now, he would get that experience and he would be able to get a job. He did. We got him on a training course and now he's doing a paid job every week in a local community centre, telling people how to look after their allotments. He's got money in his pocket and he's even convinced his girlfriend to do Inside Outside now. I'm not quite sure whether she's too pleased about it, but she's going along with it. We've got nearly 60 people, elderly people in our area that rely on us every week to pick up their prescription, change their light bulbs, clean their windows and defrost their fridge. These are all little jobs that we all take for granted, but these are jobs that people can't do on their own.
Thanks, Carol. We believe that Inside Outside is special and we want to involve more volunteers, more householders. There we go. Yeah. It is special. We want to spread the word about, because we think it's a great example of how 2 groups of people who need help in the community can be helped to help each other. The project's success relies on good staff to set up the visits, accompany the volunteers, supervise, support and solve problems. A lot goes into this, so our work isn't cheap. The good news is that we get money from the local authority that covers the basics. That means that the charitable donations that we receive enable us to be creative and bring quality into people's lives. So tonight, every £250 that's raised will enable a team of up to 3 volunteers with their support worker to visit an elderly, isolated householder. Jobs will get done, there'll be conversation, fun and laughter, and most important of all, everyone will feel useful. Thank you very much.